I did no dream team. It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with why Australia is the best country to live in. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got?
6'4", full of muscles. Nah, just kidding. This is Bam Bam. He is 1.4 kilograms and full of energy. Benny's busy on the property.
He's absolutely freaking adorable
Today, so we're going to head back and see him later. In the meantime, I know a lot of people and ah about whether emigrating to Australia or in fact to any country is the right move. And as an expat of 7 years, I am more than happy to explain to you why we think that Australia is the best country in the world to live in. But first, we're heading to the beach.
Hey!
I think one of the things that I hadn't even thought of before I came out, one of the best reasons to live in Australia is look at this. We're at a really amazing beach and there's car parking spaces. There are so many countries you go to and you get a lovely beach, even a semi-average beach, and it's nothing. Like, you can't park anywhere near it. It would take you an hour to find a
She ain't lying. She is not lying about that.
park.
This
is Bam Bam's first ever trip to the beach, so it's a really exciting one. He's only 15 weeks old. If you watch our videos, you'll recognise this beach anyway, because this is one of the ones that we come down to quite often. You get main beaches on the Sunshine Coast, you get bays, and then you get doggy beaches, and this is one of the doggy beaches, which is our fave. These beaches are the most incredible beaches, and look, you can enjoy them with barely anyone else around. But to me, I've not really seen that before. When I went to nice beaches, there was not a chance that you would just have a few people like this on them. It's not just one thing that makes Australia the best country in the world to live in. It's a number of things combined that really make it somewhere quite special and unique. One of the things that makes Australia amazing to live in is the majority of Australians embrace other cultures and love the diversity. They're always happy to have a chat, they're happy to share their knowledge, and they're happy to hear about yours as well. When someone isn't respectful here of others, or they treat someone badly, the Aussies really step in. They will not hesitate to call someone out for poor behaviour, which is something I really love about it here. Yeah. It's also not really...
I think I've seen that in many videos. Just the sense of community in Australia, right? They look after one another, and I absolutely love that. It could be somebody you don't even know, right? That just has your back. That just as in here in America, it's more about like the me, myself, and I attitude, right? I need to make sure I'm good. Need to make sure I'm okay. Whereas in Australia, I feel like it's more community. Like if you see your neighbor struggling, hey, is there anything I can do to help you out? Is there? You know what I'm saying? And I absolutely love that.
Accepted here to brag. So showing off about what you've got and who you think you are or whatever, no one cares. And if you do those kind of things, you get ripped down a notch or two. Living standards are high compared to many places in the world. And although a lot of people think things cost a lot more in Australia, well, wages are a lot higher. In fact, they're the second highest in the world, the minimum wage being $21.38 an hour, which is only beaten by Luxembourg. So the standard of living that generally Australians get to enjoy is pretty decent. When I say there's a high standard of living, I'm saying that wages are high, there's social security, there's public health care, free education, and for most people in Australia, their basic needs are met. And some. Overall, the quality of life we have here is flipping incredible. Another great thing in Australia.
Hey now. She trying to convince me to move out there, and it's working. It's working. Australia. I might have come. My girlfriend would never go for it. She can't imagine living anywhere outside of the U.S. I don't even think she wants to travel anywhere outside of the U.S. Which I never really imagined living outside the U.S., but I've always seen myself like wanting to travel to many different places because I think it'd just be awesome to get to see more of the world. But the way she talking, Australia, I might be on my way.
Here is that we've got the opportunity to have freedom of speech, which might not sound like, I mean, that probably sounds normal to a lot of you, but in so many countries it's not. It is a great thing that Australians speak their minds and to really stand up for what they believe in. The Aussies also really care for biodiversity, so there's a lot of beautiful areas, native species and wildlife that are cared for here. People go out of their way to really look after it all, which makes Australia a really enchanting and stunning place to be. If you're thinking of moving to Australia, I want to tell you about today's video sponsors. Seven Seas Worldwide. They do this thing called the Move Cube, and what it is an alternative to using a shipping container. So if you don't need a whole shipping container, you definitely don't want to pay for a whole. One of the great things about Australia is that there isn't really an expectation on how other people have to live. You get a lot of lifestyle choices that aren't necessarily the norm, but it doesn't matter here. We live on a hobby farm and that's our lifestyle, so we're kind of, I guess, winging it. But I'll show you a bit about that in a sec. One of the girls' teachers actually lives in a caravan in a caravan site, and no one thinks anything of it because no one cares about those things here. People don't care if you live in the most expensive house. People don't care if you, I don't know, have the nicest car, if you have the most up-to-date phone, if you have a flat screen telly. No one gives a toss what you have or how you choose to live your life, as long as you're not doing harm to others. There's absolutely no judgment on how other people choose to live their life. So living on acreage, Ben and I have had to learn quite a few new tricks and skills, and the new tricks and skills are being learnt daily. There were some trees being pulled down locally, so we got offered all of this mulch. We have hired a mini loader for the weekend.
Jeez.
And we are distributing all of this massive mulch around the property. I think Ben's got through about half of one stack, but we had 3 massive stacks. If you are moving,
God dang, yeah, they going to work. Shit, that's a lot of mulch for sure. But that's awesome. I feel like they're out there absolutely loving and enjoying life.
moving to Australia, then we have made you an arriving in Australia checklist so that you don't forget to do anything that you need to when you arrive. It is free for download at the moment. I've popped it in the description for you, so just head there, click on it, and you can download it for free. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to join us next week, because next week we have some very exciting news, so we will see you there.
No, that's so dope. So awesome. It sounds like they're absolutely loving the move to Australia, and it was the best decision they could make. That's all we got. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal.